Me and my friend were talking about ghosts. There's a lot to talk about, but I'll probably just talk about this one moment at my university, Unimas, that has stuck with me for a while now. That was a few months ago. On yesterday, I was busy doing some tasks that were due, but I was pretty slow with them. The first months at university were not so easy, but then I got used to it. Now, if I remember correctly, it was either late at 2 o'clock or as soon as 3 o'clock hit. I had my headphones on to draw shapes and stuff when I heard a knock on the door. When I took the headphones off, there wasn't much sound. I thought it was just the delicate table making the noise, so I decided to go back to work. But then it happened again, and this time I had my left earbud out, so I must have had to double confirm. I looked at the door and then back at my papers when suddenly there was another knock. This time I focused all my attention on the door and did nothing to make any noise. IT was fast and aggressive, almost like they wanted me in the door. However, I was afraid to even move when I heard the knocking. Fear made me pray faster than a speeding bullet. I heard a lot of scary rumors in Unimas before I registered in the dormitory, and most people talked about getting knocked out. So when it happened to me, I wasn't afraid. I did not expect to be hit by a paranormal moment. This went on for a full minute before the pounding finally stopped. My scared bum wasn't brave enough to even make it to the door, so I sat down and then faced my roommate who was fast asleep. The guy didn't even hear what happened. It took at least 30 minutes to get used to. I was too scared to continue my task, so I decided to go to sleep immediately and finish my task in an hour. The only explanation I could possibly come up with that explains this particular case is that someone I shared apartments with. We have this concept at Unimas where students lived in dormitories with dormitories. You know, with living room and kitchen, and all, had to knock on someone's door, but gave up because he assumed he was asleep. I remembered one person who was awake with me at the time, but you can't imagine the horror on my face when he said he didn't mind coming out of his room and he was fine. To sleep from 1 o'clock in the morning, which is a whole hour before the knocking. And no one was awake at the time either. I asked everyone. So yes, from the beginning I am always on guard when I go to my room without my roommate there. This incident suits me to do my homework in a study room just a few blocks away from my dorm.